coming to you. I believe it's day 213 of 365 days of reflections. Reflections are looking back on the day with gratitude and thanksgiving and sharing the Proverbs of the day, which this month I'm reading the Message version, which is kind of different for me because I haven't read the entire Proverbs in the Message before. So this is a new one for me. Every time I read a Proverbs during the month, because I do it every month, is I look for a different version. And reading the different versions gives me a different insight on just the meaning of the Proverbs and the reflections. And today started out like every other day, which is with communion, Holy Communion, which I can't see starting the day out any other way. Even when I miss it, if I happen to oversleep or I'm on a plane or something, excuse me, I'll still do it in the spirit and I'll catch the replay and do it that way. So today being Saturday, I did do a lot of things around the house. Actually, my husband thought our machine broke, but I fixed it. I found, because he likes sunflower seeds, and I'm allergic to sunflower seeds, and he happened to have some in his pocket. And when I washed previously, I pulled them out of the machine thinking, okay, that's it. But then the machine stopped working. It just wouldn't work. It would start and then would just stop. So at the bottom of the machine, sorry, I'm shaking the thing because I'm holding it in my hand. I pulled the plug out at the bottom of the machine and found a handful of sunflower seeds. So that was quite the treat, but I'm glad I got them out because now I'm able to wash clothes, which I'm doing it right now. So I hope you had a wonderful Saturday. I also created a new juice today. I call it Legacy Orchard because I did it with 12 different apples. I happen to have some apple trees in my yard, so they're called translucent apples. They look kind of like a green apple, but kind of yellowish. So I made it with those, some red apples and some green apples, and it turned out really good. I put like a fan of ginger in it. How are you, Maya? Maya likes cats. Hi. So I put some ginger in it. So I call it, what did I call it? Legacy, what did I call it? Oh, Orchard, Legacy Orchard. And then I have a tagline that says 12 apples, one mission, one purpose. So that's my new one. And if I could post the picture of it here, I will. But I posted on another social media platform. But here I'm not quite sure how to maybe I'll just make a post and I'll show you what it looks like. It's beautiful and it tastes good. I don't know if you like ginger, but ginger's good. How are you doing, Mystery Saya? Mystery Saya. Okay, how are you? So the juicing is, I don't know how to stop it. I don't want to stop it because I really enjoy it. I got my bonus son to taste some today. He loved it, and he's not, well, I was gonna say he's not into sweets because now he's watching his watching what he eats like I am too. But my husband liked it. I'm doing good. I'm gonna try and get to bed a little earlier tonight than actually it's about the same. About the same. Who am I kidding? I stay up late. That's what I do, right? Sometimes people stay up late, sometimes they don't. I happen to be, how you doing, Jose? Garcia. Some people stay up late. Where is everybody at now? Are you guys, thank you for the love. Where are you guys tuning in from? I'm in Washington State, hence all the apples. There's so many different varieties of apples. I happen to like Honeycrisp, Gala. There's these new apples called Envoy, but I really need to read the fine print because I want to make sure I'm not juicing any apples that are man-made, because I just want the real deal. I want the ones with seeds in them, the ones that have flavor. Yeah, real apples. Um, how are you doing, Chris and Omar and Jose? Mystery Saya. So good to see you guys. Where are you guys tuning in from? Somebody say something. Where are you tuning in from? Tell my son Josiah hi. Josiah. Benny. Okay, let's see if I can read that. Josiah 1:9. Oh, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be your... Why do you say whatever? Or whoever or whatever. Well, I love Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you be strong? That one gets quoted a lot, especially the paraphrase part about be strong and courageous. It's a good one to remember when you're feeling kind of weak, when you're feeling not so brave. That's a good one to read. It's a good one to not only read, but commit it to memory, like memorize verses, because you never know when you might need to pull them out and actually speak them out. So thank you for sharing that. Jose says, Buenos noches. Okay, I can't read it all. It's Spanish. I think. I know Buenos noches. That's the only one I know. Okay. And I see the prayer sign. So let's see. Cardiasponcado. Sorry. It says, hello. What's that person behind you? Oh, I'll show you. She wants to be part of the live too. Well, that's not a she. That's a watercolor painting of a boxer. And I believe that is George. Which one? It's a boxer. I purchased that. I think it's George Foreman. George Foreman, who was a famous boxer. Let's see if I could, if I move, well, let's see if I can get you closer to it. I have my phone in a charger. That's why I'm holding it like this. Okay, let's see if I can get you closer. That one, is that the one you're talking about? Okay, that's the boxer. Now, this one over here, that one is, it's called surrealism. I like surrealism, but that one is kind of starting to creep me out because it looks like two people with eyes and lips. It just, I don't know, starting to creep me out. Anyway, Curtis, yes. Aaron, hi. Aaron, hi, hi, hi. Yeah, this one I like, the boxer. The surrealism, I'm not so sure about. Okay, so the boxer, cool. Okay, so that's what's happening tonight. And I used to end my broadcast with singing the Kara Burnett song, and I stopped doing that. I still like Kara Burnett. I was raised listening to her comedy as well as Flip Wilson. For anybody on here who's old enough to remember, those were like some comedic giants. Flip Wilson and Kara Burnett. Kara Burnett, she had her own show, and Flip Wilson had his own show, right? I love comedy, actually. I like to do stand-up maybe one day just for fun, And it would be about my family, so they would not like what I'd have to say, possibly, but I would find it quite funny. I'm sure you can find funny things to say about your family. But maybe that's why comedians do what they do, because sometimes there's things that aren't so funny, but you laugh just to bring joy, just to make light of the situation, because getting upset about it, getting mad, grouchy, and all that stuff, it doesn't help anybody. So that's my take on comedy. I think and I've heard this is true, is that many comedians are actually quite sad. Sad in the sense that they have some tragedies that happen in their lives that make them want to bring joy to the world or joy to their families, to just laugh. So that's my take on comedy tonight. And today, Proverbs that I read, the title in the message says, "Make insight your priority." I love that because when you have insight and you make that your priority, then the rest is, as they say, chopped liver, right? And I don't even eat meat or organs anymore. So, although I've heard organs are really good for you, you know, I don't know. Good brain food, maybe. I don't know. How are you doing, Camilla? I think. Curtis, Aaron. How are you guys doing? So that's probably about what's your religion? Christianity. I don't have a particular denomination. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. What country? I'm in United States. United States of America. What country are you in, Camila? I think it says Camilla. Same. Cool. Cool. I'm on the West Coast. West Coast. Thank God we weren't impacted by the earthquake in Russia because the coastline was supposed to be affected, but it wasn't. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that the damage didn't extend beyond the countries, right, into other territories. Grateful for that. Good morning, beautiful. Have a blessed day. You too, Greg. Woof. And how are you, pale blood? Well, I'm in Korea. Wow. Cool. I love Korean dishes. I really do. In fact, I go to the Korean market almost every week and buy fresh produce. And my grandson loves the ice cream. I do too. And I love the ginger roots. A lot of Korean foods I eat, and I actually juice a lot of the Korean vegetables. I'm chilling. Big, big man boss. I like that handle, big man boss. And then Elvis. Ooh, hey, boo, Philly in the house. Philly in the house. Okay, Elvis. Okay, Philly in the house. How you doing? Doing great. Philly, 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 Philly. A lot of people I know from Philly. Yeah, a lot of people. Um, yeah. So I think this would be a good time to wish you all a pleasant good night or good morning. It took so long to learn English. Yeah, English is a tough language to learn. And I want to learn, well, I speaking ein bisschen Deutsch, so I speak a little Deutsch. And what is it? I don't speak much Spanish, so what is that? No hablo español. I can understand more German and Spanish than I can speak. And I started taking a little bit of French, but I kind of lost. I lost the, I lost the motivation. I had these old CDs that I would stick in the car, and then I couldn't do CDs anymore, and I just said forget it. So yeah, but I probably still have those CDs around here somewhere, French. But it would be good to learn another language and to be fluent in it. I have a friend who's Romanian, and she speaks 7 languages, and English is her 7th language. And she does pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I admire that, to be able to speak all those languages. Tried to learn Spanish. I did too. I took it in not high school. I took it in middle school. I took Spanish in middle school, but I didn't keep it up. I wish I had. I'm going to encourage my grandsons to learn and keep it up. I think the younger you are when you start learning a language, the easier it is to keep it. Undercover 13, my chickens or were commenting 58% of the problems on my farm. What should I do with those chickens? What? Number 13% of my chickens were committing 56% of the problems on my farm. What should I do with those chickens? I don't know. I don't eat. Well, I do. Sometimes I eat eggs. So I guess you could say I'm not totally against eating chicken parts because I eat the eggs. I eat the egg whites for protein. So actually, I eat the whole egg sometimes. So, but I'm not sure what to do with those chickens. Oh, somebody said fried chicken. I used to love fried chicken. Not anymore. Do you know Squid Game? I've heard of Squid Games. Hey, Granny, how you doing? Nobody calls me Granny. They call my mother Granny. My mother's 86, so she's Granny. I'm G-Ma or Grandma, but I'm not Granny. Let's see. I like eating teriyaki chicken. I used to. Yes, I had Popeyes fried chicken. Yeah, my grandsons had some Popeyes too. I like the macaroni and cheese at Popeyes, but I don't eat the meat. So I think I better go because I could stay here and talk all night about chicken, and I don't even eat chicken. But I eat eggs, so I guess I eat. Ooh, I eat baby chickens. Ooh, that's bad. That sounds bad. It sounds bad coming out of my mouth, but you know what I mean. Um, are you now a vegetarian? Sorta. I'm more of a pescatarian or plant-based. I like to eat plant-based and I do eat fish. So I guess that's pescatarian by definition. Yeah. Thank you. That's sweet, Jessica. That's sweet. So yeah, I guess that's what you call a pescatarian if you eat fish. But really, I like plant-based and all natural foods. And I'm going back to cooking, not cooking, I do cook, but I'm going back to producing food in my own yard, right? I eat from my own garden. I juiced today from trees in my yard, and I called it Legacy Orchard because I used 12 apples, and it was good. And I used a bit of ginger, so it's really good, really good. Okay. Uh, Thank you. That's sweet. Yes. No. You guys are saying pretty naughty things, so I'm gonna let you go. All right. Good night.